Now that you're here and we are both on the same channel, it makes it a little bit more convenient where we're talking about the same event.
Yes, that
So,
always is
you want to
convenient.
recap the fishing experience tonight?
Oh, yes, let me just get myself set here for beach party attire. We're going to sneak off into the shadows there. Glasses are rather modest.
You might be modest, but you're on cam. Oh, I like the.
Well, you know, we could always just start stripping down over here. No. And of course, for those who don't know, I am a hot tub guy.
It's not a beach party unless you're going to jump off the mast of a ship or the yardarm.
Yes, now, mast diving is a very popular feature out here, as is watching this wonderful favorite graphic of mine and Jack's, which is this moon coming up over the horizon. And it's just wonderful when you're out here at the beach parties, as you'll see on my screen here. Now, the story goes that is the remnants of when Felucia and Trammel crashed amongst each other.
I found some shallow water. Let's see if anybody resurrects me today. And I found a little slight graphical glitch. It appears that some people's hats are coming out as purple.
And I want to say hello out there to Abydos, Big Mikey, Lamlars. Of course, thank you again, Legendary Neurotoxin, for the hosting. So dope. And everybody else out there viewing us tonight. Look at that cloud cover. What is that?
You look comfortable in the pool.
Oh, well, thank you.
How's the water?
Oh, there we go. That's what I needed.
Warming up.
Little heat.
Needed a warm up to my hot tub. Thanks to Ian Smelios.
You're welcome.
And again, yes, we do have other folks here live in studio with us tonight. We have Terry with us, of course, Ian Smelios. Mothless, are you still with us here? I guess he's AFK. And of course, you've got myself and Jack Frost, aka Cynicist, aka Jackal, aka my main man.
AKA a few other names.
My partner in crime, that is right.
I have way too many accounts and I don't know how to use them.
Now I'm just gonna take another shot at this moon here as it passes over the top of these masts. So I just love this stuff. Oh, and a naked Jack Frost just zoned in on me.
Well, Jack Frost died by jumping into the shallow water.
Oh, were you up there? I missed it.
Yeah.
Get up there and do it again while I got you. Yeah, I can get you with the moon background making the dive. Let's get that on camera.
Okay, I'm going all the way up top. Actually, I chose the wrong side to jump onto. Oh well.
Is that you up there? Let me see if I thought I had you.
Yeah, I'm on that wrong side, so I'm gonna swing
okay.
around.
I was able to see you, but I'd like to highlight you.
I'll go up for another dive.
Hold on, don't go too far yet. Let me get you. Alright, now you can go.
It may lose the targeting as I climb up things.
But it should keep you highlighted. I can see a little you know, light around your avatar. Yeah, while you're up there. No, I still see you. There you are. Look at that. That's a great shot. He's about to do a 2.5 with the twist off the
I'll
mast.
go for the gainer. But this is Shroud, so I ended up dying. That's all.
That was great. That was great.
I can jump off the other side fine without dying, but this side I am dead.
All right, let's see. Is the radio nearby? Can we put on a little avatar's radio? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go out and we're gonna just see who we can get to say what on camera.
Doesn't help that your assistant broadcaster is suicidal tonight.
Well, Bambino's laying dead on the floor. You're missing it.
Is he really dead, or is he pretending to be dead? Oh, it appears he's really dead. That's the perfect time while he's dead to actually do dance 3 on top of him. It appears that Avidos has an update on his PvP player town. He is currently $74 away on his Kickstarter campaign to having a village.
Now I see it on his site, and it looks like he's got more than that. We spoke to him earlier.
Yes, he does now have $1,604 donated with 43 backers, and that 1604 puts him 46 away from a village. I think we need to update him on that right now.
Oh, well, he knows that. He told me that just a little while ago in chat. It was $94 Canadian, $74 US that he is away from the village on that. And Abidos is saying more than half of the people. Now you just said 46?
Yes, $46. He's at $1,604 US. And he needs $1,650 for the village.
Very nice.
I wish him luck in funding his PvP town. His ultimate goal is a metropolis. I don't know if he'll be able to raise another $4,000 in the next 21 hours. But we all wish him luck. I mean, his first backer was Chris Spears of Portalarium, the designers of this game. Remember, so Shroud of the Avatar is in pre-alpha.
We have it on good word that Richard Garrett himself, I think, donated to it. Was that correct? Did we hear that?
I believe that's what he said.
Yes.
So it's I mean, if you remember, Richard Garriott is also a fan of the Cannibal Town.
Yes, let us not forget that we want a
so
Cannibal
if you ever
Town.
Want to, yes, we do want a Cannibal Town.
Ever since it was mentioned, even in jest, the players have screamed, "We want it."
That would be awesome.
Yes, Abidos is saying, yes, Richard is in. So Richard actually did donate to the player versus player effort that Abidos is running here. And that just really goes to show you that even Richard is going to throw a dime in to help a dream, which is great. I know it was more than a
Oh,
dime.
absolutely. Yeah. Now, this is just a reminder that if you actually want to watch all the current streams of Shroud of the Avatar, most of them are actually hosted on nbnn.info/live.
And we will have many more coming in the next couple of days as we be adding the Streamers Initiative. And right before you came in, actually, Kazan was here. I don't know if you heard Kazan right before you came back in. And
I heard parts of it. I was finishing up dessert.
He's gotten a big kick out of the hat, of course. He got a good laugh out of it. Gave us some really good kudos on the stream and what we're doing here. He's enjoying it, as are several other of our popular members around town. And we're enjoying it as well.
Oh, absolutely. Hold on for just one moment. I'm going to change my audio real quick. Okay, that's been done. Yeah, so I am the Twitch streamer that is Cynicist. Then we also have Lazarus Long with us, who's streaming as twitch.tv/nbnnnews. I am twitch.tv/Cynicist. In our channel, we have Ian Smelios, who is one of our frequent visitors to our streams, along with Ronnie DeDouglas and Tari.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Now, if you go out to nbnn/live, at the very top of the page, you will see 3 different live streams coming from 3 different people here at this beach party. And it makes for an awful nice scene to see it from several different angles, aside from your own personal angle.
That also allows us to explain some of the game mechanics. If you look at the third stream from the beach party, that is actually Bambino's stream. And if you notice, some of the characters have yellow names on top of them. That means that they are PvP flagged, and it is a free, you can attack them with no repercussions. If the person is green, that means they are in your party, and blue is, hey, you can't kill them yet.
So let's see who we've got out here today. We got Lard Bottom Electric, 4B, the Britannia Mining Company, Axel Verde, of course the Phoenix Republic, Owl, CDD, Abydos, of course our own NBNN news person, myself, Laz, standing in the middle of that crowd. I like Lard Bottom Electric. That's quite a good one there, Tolly Lard Bottom.
I hate to bring this breaking news to you. No one else is carrying this other than nbnn.info, and that is Abydos is just hit village level.
My goodness.
1650
Stop
gold
the presses.
is currently at 1656.
Abydos. All right, let's keep this drive going here. He's gone up to Hamlet to Village just today alone with the help of the community, getting the word out on the short time left on this backing project. I'm going to get a tweet out and I will be right back.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get Abydos to come back into the channel with us and talk about what his actual plans are for his PvP Metropolis, well, PvP Village. Now, this is the final days of release 16, so everybody's throwing a party for the end of release 16 and the release of R17. Remember, Shroud of the Avatar is in pre-alpha stages. We are hoping everything is going to flow. In a couple of minutes, we shall be joined by Abydos to discuss his PvP town. Now, we'd like to thank Lord Rixus, who actually made that last $65 pledge that actually got Abydos up to the village level, which is should be unlocked as soon as he decides to update his page. I am sure that Abydos is extremely ecstatic today. Earlier today, he was actually at a holdfast level, which is the smallest size player-owned town. Today, he's already gone up to the hamlet and the village level. I bet he is beyond excited. He will be joining us in the studio in just a couple minutes. Remember, we do have 3 different streams on nbnn.info/live. There are a couple ways to message us. You can either message us in-game, or you can turn around and join us in chat. If you want to join us in TeamSpeak, you just go to nbnn.info, click on the TeamSpeak icon on the right-hand side, scroll down, and just jump in our channel. You're more than welcome to join us on air as long as we keep it somewhat age-appropriate. Lazarus did step away momentarily, but he should be back shortly. This is Jack Frost. I'm also broadcasting as Cynicist. They're at the BMC beach party following the BMC Gridiron, which was won by Jacob Cannon. After that, Lazarus went on to the Fishing with Winfield from Pax Lair. Pax Lair is actually going to be the first player-owned town that is developed by the Portalarium offices based off of models that Winfield provided. The first iteration of that will be done in early 17. It is currently on the dev server. If you want to join the developers, it's a small donation. You can become a benefactor by going to shroudoftheavatar.com, clicking on you have to create an account, log in, and then on the far right hand side you can go to pledges and you can choose your pledge level. In order to access the beta for the alpha and the pre-alpha, you have to just do the lowest level pledge, which is currently set at $45. If that's not your thing, then you can always go through the Steam store. You can find Shroud of the Avatar there. It is a greenlit project, so anybody can join. Remember, this is Shroud of the Avatar. It is currently in pre-alpha. I have played a lot of games for the last 30-something years, and all I gotta say is this is by far better looking and better built than most of the betas I've ever played, and even some of the first iterations of the game. They are expecting this game to be feature complete over the summer. For some reason on my stream I actually clicked the stop streaming button. I don't know why. Maybe I should end it to something else.
User joined your channel.
Hello, Abidos. How are you doing?
Yeah.
And congratulations on making the village level.
Yeah, many thanks, many thanks. I'll feel great, man. A little bit tired, exhausted, but I feel really great. It's amazing.
I can imagine. I bet you're also excited because you just did hit village level.
Yeah. It's a bit hard for me to speak in English tonight with the long day, but I will try to explain what I want to do.
That is what I would love for you to do. Abidos here. I forgot where you're from.
I'm from Quebec, in Canada. I'm French Canadian.
Okay, I'm from Texas, so we won't make fun of any Canadians today.
So try to understand what I will say.
Alrighty, and I'm back with you.
Sorry, Abydos was just about to describe his idea for his PvP town since he just hit village. And we have another 21 hours to go on his Kickstarter campaign, so we'll hand it over to Abydos for just a couple minutes.
Yes.
And he can get back to his real world stuff.
Okay. First of all, I should say thanks to NBN for the invitation and our backer to the project. This is really great. I don't know if we can hit the Crossroad Village, but I think we will try. So, after the Kickstarter campaign, I will contact each backer for asking what he wants for the city, for the biome, the name, the place on the New Britannia. At the moment, I got 3 plans for the city. I talked with Blake Blackstone for maybe create a cave under his city. This look great, great project. Blake is a good guy, and maybe want to invest in the project too. So I'm in discussion with the Lich Raftus. What is it?
Ravicus,
Ravicus, thanks. Yeah. We plan to be a neighbor. This guy is really cool and nice. So White Witch asked me to for be a neighbor too. So I will, like I said, I will ask to each baker for see what they want for the city. I think to create a questionnaire and send him for at each baker. Any question?
I'm sure we'll come up with a couple of them. For our viewers, those of you that are not familiar with Shroud of the Avatar, Shroud of the Avatar will allow you to actually purchase your own house lots. This, if we look at this is a Water City lot that is currently owned by Ezekiel Cooper, and the type of land he has is the Barren City, Barren Founder City, which is a galleon. If you look in the distance, you have a keep, you have another Baron's home up on the hill, you have a village home that's way on top of that hill. And the other thing that actually makes this game extremely special is early players are actually able to purchase in a town. That ownership of that town allows them to do whatever they want with the contents. So you can actually set it up for PvP or no PvP, and you can actually control who has access to the town. You can open it up to anybody, which will be done for the most part in Pack Slayer. The player that's in release 13 will have 130 houses. Unfortunately, they've all been claimed. But this allows players to actually store a lot more information and actually create communities. And Shroud of the Avatar is actually going to be a very community-driven game. The music that you're listening to on my stream, I'm sure that Lazarus is also playing, is actually created by community members.
Actually, at times I'm actually playing other music, but yes, most of the other music that you hear is in-game music created by the community. Community submissions were solicited by Portalarium early on for each particular scene, and the community responded.
Yes, we have the amazing community for sure.
Yes, and Abios, we are so happy to be able to help you, get some of your goals met here with this fundraiser. If there's anything that we can do for you when you get your town up and running and open, you just let us know. We'll be more than happy to get your information out there to the people out in the community.
My town may decide to declare war on your town just for fun.
I will create a place of terror, no safe area. This will be a full PvP. If we can put the full loot into the city, I will ask to the citizens what they want. I hope they will want it.
Yes, it depends on who lives there and what's happening. Hopefully we can contain some of the griefers.
Well, we'll contain the griefer by the sword, I think.
Well, that comes with the territory. We all know that.
Yeah, we are ready for this.
Oh, very good, very good. And again, let's take a quick look back. We have 21 hours to go left in this Kickstarter, so how far is the next level, might I ask? Let me see. The next level is another $500 to get to a crossroads village. So let's see if this community has another $500 in its pockets.
You got the 21
I really want
hours
to shoot for the moon, and I would really like to see the community come up with another $4,000.
Well, that would
that
be
way
phenomenal.
We really do end up with a PvP metropolis.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah. So I have a scoop for you guys for the MDNA. I talked with Chris Spear a couple of days, and he said to me, "Abidos, don't worry, man. We'll put the tools in the game if you wanna grow your city after the Kickstarter." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes, man." So I think it's a scoop.
That would be a scoop. Now he's going to do what exactly?
Yes, it would.
What is that? Can you give us a better definition of that here, Jack?
Let me see a message in my inbox.
Chirac for the win says, we want the Metropolis. Yes, we do. We want the Metropolis.
River actually asked me to go to the inside of the galleon just to show what's going on. I believe this is another one of River's designs for the interior. She generally tries to make everything look like a home and very livable spaces. Yes. So this does follow a slight nautical theme, although I don't believe that Ezekiel has the anchor. She does have bunk beds in the I forget what the bottom of the boat is, but she also has a full galley in here. Yes. Yeah. Well, hopefully it will be fixed in release 17. Remember, this game is pre-alpha, so it is not feature complete. They are still working on things, especially crafting. Crafting is nowhere near complete as of yet.
I found a message.
Or everything is great.
Just Chris said to be, and we are working internally on several new awesome tech and design teams that should let people expand their parts over time if they choose to. So just because it does become a metropolis now does mean it won't be there someday. This is the message. It's a good news. Chris Spear, yeah. So guys, many thanks again.
Thank you for coming, Abidos, and thank you for the update. And we are excited for everything related to your PvP town, and we wish you luck on meeting the ultimate goal, which is the PvP metropolis.
Yeah, Alpha's are for
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay,
And if we
catch
can't
you
meet
later,
that,
guys.
hopefully we at least get the Crossroads Village.
Yeah, we are on the same page. Okay, catch you later, guys. Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, yes. We've got Bambino doing rolls. Ian doing his fire dance. I have no idea. We have someone from almost all of the major guilds. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about community input into Shroud of the Avatar. Now, unfortunately tonight we have not seen Lord British come on, but he was on earlier today. If you don't know who Lord British is, he is actually the creator of the Ultima series, as well as the first MMO, which is Ultima Online. Now, if you're familiar with the phrase MMORPG, that comes to us from the executive producer of Ultima Online, who is Star Long. Star Long is also the executive producer of Shroud of the Avatar. So the two main guys behind Ultima Online are coming to bring you Shroud of the Avatar. Now, someone earlier today described Shroud of the Avatar as, say, Second Life meets World of Warcraft. Was that how it was described? I would hate to misquote something like that. Now, I see it as what Ultima Online 2.0 was supposed to be. There will be regional economies. This actually is a zone that we are in. If you look at the top of the screen, it says Port Mirren. That tells you the name of the zone. If you can go out to the world map and see a completely different view. This game is instance-based as well.
Yes, it is.
Now, yes. So let's continue talking about community input. Now, frequently, Richard Garriott and crew will actually turn around and ask the community for what they want. That is how player-owned towns came into being. That is because in Ultima Online, which was the first game with persistent housing, you actually ended up with land being placed all over the place wherever it could be done, and those houses sitting there forever. A few communities would band together and actually have their own player-owned town, although they just owned the houses. They had no control over who their neighbors were. Ian is dancing around me as I'm talking about this.
Well, after all, it is a beach party.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't try to do the naked handstand.
Don't tempt me.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes. I cannot see the game right now.
I'll leave you be this time.
Okay, so, if you ever played Ultima Online, the majority of the players that are in the pre-alpha, a lot of them have actually been gaming for the last 20, 30 years, if not more. So very seasoned gamers catering to diverse outcomes. So a lot of us are waiting for crafting to be fully developed. Some of us are PvPers. Others of us are solely PvE. There will be 3 different modes in order to play this game online, as well as a single player offline. So that is a grand total of 4 different ways to play the game. If you only want to ever play by yourself and do the the quest-based system, you can play single player offline. You will never see another person.
And that's
Now,
over 40
that
hours
brings-
worth of content at this time.
Yes. At this time, it's 40 hours. By the time it gets down to game time, it's probably going to be closer to 100 hours. Then, from there, you end up with, you can play single player online. So that way, you actually can place a house, and as another player places a house, it will actually show up on your map. So
Did we lose you there?
I put my finger off the button. There's an insect flying around my room. Yeah, it's storming outside, and I live in Texas, so yeah, they come inside.
I know.
So, single player with or online play with friends, and the third one is online play with everyone else. Now, in all three of those online versions, it will be a persistent world, so it's all connected to the exact same world. Now, that means all the housing, all the stores, all of that information will be synchronized online, and that allows you to play however you want to. I think I answered that question, even though there wasn't a question.
Yeah, the different modes of play is just also another great thing here.
I was going to say, we did show the boat for that River designed this galleon, and she's the interior decorator. She does have her own website. That's riversdesigns.engine.com.
Rivers
She
Homes.
has personally designed Rivers, RIVERS, HOMES,
Correct.
.enjin.com, and she has actually designed four of my properties, the interiors. Something I generally don't do myself. I'm not a very good interior decorator, but River is awesome at it. And Ian, have you seen Style lately?
He's been sick, so he's
Okay.
he hadn't been really on or anything lately. He's been in the forums a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, see him on Twitter every once in a while.
When you see him, would you tell him to say hi to Jack Frost?
Yes, I can do that for him. For you.
Yeah. Oddly, he is not on my friends list, even though I have actually met him in Austin.
That's too funny. I will relay the message.
And we have Babblefish asking if this is a live stream.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, it's in NBNN News's.
I guess I should go join the chat over there just for fun, and that way I can talk some smack.
There you go. We've had people popping in and out of here all day. I was just getting ready to go climb up and take a little look from up in the masts.
Yes, we were actually at the BMC beach party. It is just a collection of folks riding around the beach. I'm more waiting for night to fall. If you see, you can see Lazarus all the way up there in the mast. He's, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to jump at some point in time.
He's gonna
to fall to his death. He's going to fall to his death because he can't even get on the yard arms.
I don't usually try that one. I usually go to the other one. It's a lot easier to get out on.
What kind of Floridian is he?
One that doesn't go up on 100-foot mast, I tell you that much.
That is not an excuse that I think is good enough.
I do go
We're just
fishing
meant to
whenever I
soak
get a
up the
chance.
sun and lay in the water. That's
That-
all.
I don't even put my feet in the water no more. Been there, done that.
Yeah, so, okay, since we're looking at Lazarus's corpse right now, we can actually discuss the death mechanics. So while Lazarus is dead, he can't actually talk to anybody, but if I so wanted to, I could whisper him and I could make fun of him.
Can you do that? See that? Oh, I'm already res now.
So we could always demonstrate that again by you trying to jump off again and fall to your death.
Yes, we could. Yes, we could. We may just do that.
Yes, and I was a little slow because I have to tab through 50 different windows. Yes, Fido, we always have time for questions. He's actually just whispered me in game. So Fido Mondrarian, he was an old-time Ultima player. He is now in Shroud of the Avatar. He met Lord British on his first day in game.
Yes, that was just the other evening, correct.
Yes, it was. I kind of outed
User
him.
joined your channel.
I don't apologize.
I think he was more than happy that you egged him on to go introduce himself to Lord British.
Yes. Okay, so Fido's question is, where can he find good cloth armor? He seems to have lost the vendors in Owl's Head.
Well, good cloth armor can be obtained in a couple of ways. Of course, the best cloth armor is made by the crafters here in the game themselves. And a lot of the cloth is not in. That's another thing to remind people. We are in pre-alpha. We'll say that 1,000 times a day. There's a lot of the cloth that we are anticipating has not even been inserted into the game yet. A lot of the items that are made of cloth are not finished or complete yet. So there is much to be anticipated there. But for good cloth armor, yes, find yourself a local tailor or start learning how to craft it yourself. Or you can do some dungeon diving and get yourself a set of exceptional cloth armor.
I think you mean to say the epic cloth armor.
Epic,
but,
I'm sorry. Yes, epic cloth armor, not exceptional. Throw back to the old UO days. And he is asking this in your chat in game there, Jack?
Yes, he whispered it to me in game. So if you want to get a hold of us, you can whisper Lazarus in game. You can whisper Jack Frost, and we will actually broadcast that out, and we will answer it.
Yes, we will.
Anybody happen to know the armorer's name in Owl's Head?
No, I don't. Would it happen to be Jack?
I don't know. I'm going to go to Fido real quick, and I am going to show him the proper guy, and I will check my bank to see if I have any epic cloth armor. So I'll be joining the beach party again in just a second.
Alrighty. I'm going to take another trip up there, and I'm going to get on the mast, and I'm not going to die.
Yeah, so on Twitch, you're currently watching NBNN News. You have two different streamers here. We have Lazarus, or Lazarus Long, who is the primary NBNN guy. I am the secondary. I'm his right-hand man. I am Cynicist. That is my Twitch name. That's SINASSIST. Or you can always follow both of us. I really do have to go find Fido. I did zone to him, but he obviously is. Oh, he saw
On the
me
move.
somewhere.
So this is a view from up atop the mast of a ship. And you can see the little people down below. They really look like ants from up here. But you can see them all down there having a good old time. But you can see, as Jack was describing earlier, Cynicist, you can see the houses up in the hills. How the different lots are placed up there. You can see a couple other houseboats out here in the cove. We got a castle or a keep off in the distance.
Okay, just for the record, it actually appears that the blacksmith in Owl's Head doesn't sell good cloth armor. Oops, I may have given some bad advice. It is, yeah, we're only human. We do make mistakes. Let's see, let me go to the bank real quick and see what I have.
Now looking over here, you can see we have a beachside bar that's been set up. Plenty of mugs underneath the bar for service for a large thirsty crowd. Got a couple plates and serving trays, some decanters and some other mugs up top here. And speaking of bars, let us not forget our friends over at Bear Tavern. They do a lot of service for events here, handing out food and beverages during events. Our favorite bartender, Woody. I see Lomer out here.
I'm waiting for Fido to actually show up.
We got a Sarah Dragon. Looks like she's just stumbled upon the party out here.
That's always nice. You should tell her to join the festivities.
Oh, she's being greeted by the crowd, which is always nice to see. The BMC is a friendly group. Just about everybody in the community is pretty friendly. That much I must say.
Oh yeah.
She's funny. She says the sight of Bambino made her blush when she came out of the water.
Yep.
As Bambino's got himself some lady fans.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Well, after all, he is the Bambino. Now, there's something that just crossed my mind that some people may wonder. You know, that why Jack and Cynicist and Laz just sit around and cover news instead of doing what everybody else is doing here. Let me just remind the folks that we do have several characters amongst us, and this is just the story of one of these characters that you're following. Lazarus does adventuring off on the side that is documented as well, but it's not just news. As does Jack.
Yes, I currently have 4 characters, a variety of levels from level 71, where it's pretty much only thing that can kill me is other players, and they do so easily. To I think the lowest level character I have is level 10.
I may have one lower than that. I think I still got a level 5. I haven't checked in a while. We've been busy covering all these events coming to the end of R16 and the anticipated release of Release 17, otherwise known as R17.
Do they have a level cap yet or no?
No, there is no level cap currently. It is all XP based. I do know there are some people out in the world that are level 100. Now, the guys at Valerian didn't think that anybody would actually be able to get that high. They really, really wanted to try to make it so that way you actually have to work collaboratively with everyone in order to get the best things in the game.
And again, this is just the beginning. We are in pre-alpha, and that
So it
will
sounds like they
probably
will put a level
change.
cap on there then.
There will never be a true level cap, just because it just becomes progressively harder. I know at level 71, I currently have 8.3 million XP. In order to get to level 72, I need 8.64 million.
Oh, I get it.
So every single time you level, it just becomes progressively more and more XP. And the level system is actually kind of actually an improper way of thinking of it, because you actually have 2 different XP bars. You have the adventurer's level as well as the producer level. The producer is if you're going to be a townie and sit in town and craft all day long. So you can actually level up as a producer, which is what I did with one of my characters. I never took him outside of town. So he's level 14 in adventuring, but level 40 in producer, and yet I have a bunch of adventuring skills on that guy. Because as you XP, you actually get skill points in both of them. You definitely get more skill points to actually put in adventuring for adventuring XP, but they do actually give some to each other.
And Ian is telling us inside the game that he is heading out for a while. Are you taking your leave for the evening here, Ian?
Yeah, I think I might be back on. We'll see. I just need to take a break real quick, stretch a little bit, you know.
Alrighty, well, thanks for joining us here on MBNN Live. As always, we want to let everybody know that the public is always welcome to come join us when we're broadcasting to chat about what's going on in the game, voice their concerns, say hello, say hi, Mom, on the air, and just talk about what's going on in their world in Shroud of the Avatar.
Now, Big Mikey, the need to be the highest level, I wouldn't say that they misunderstand it or even misunderestimate it, because there is no true level cap. I mean, we do have people that ground for almost a straight month in order to get to that level 100, and that's where they stopped. And since this game is pre-alpha, there are leveling exploits, and so it is actually going to be one where, you know what, I can solo dungeons that are designed for groups. That is always going to be the case, and someone's always going to be doing it. If you look at Bambino right in front of me, I believe he's level 80 or 90, and he whoops my ass handily in PvP.
Bambino's doing a little sand surfing there.
Yeah, he's targeted on me, so as he's sitting down, he gets to follow me. So
Now,
I will drag him
this is
around.
one of those bugs that we're talking about that we know it's going to be fixed.
User disconnected from your channel.
But they're fun
It's
to
also
play with.
kind of like the
Yeah,
it's
he's
also
laying
kind of like
down.
the lighting bugs as well that you can see if you actually really pay attention to the ground. I mean, this is pre-alpha. This is just something that happens. Yes. Oh, he's taking a knee. Oh.
Yeah. I've never seen the knee. That's a good one. You're too funny.
Yes.
On a handstand following.
Yes. Bambino and I are both Texans. He is. Unfortunately, it's like I think he's an 8-hour drive away from where I am. I've never met him in real life, but I have met many of the Dukes and some of the Lord of the Manors.
That was too funny, getting that on camera.
Yes, it was.
And then there's the things like the actions that the characters can do here. The avatars can do jumping jacks and face palms and all sorts of great little...
Yes. Yes, and some of them do
animations.
have sounds like clap. I don't know if I should do this to him. He may like that a little bit too much.
Go ahead.
Now, most of these are going to be something that you can train someone else on what to do. So it does become a little bit more entertaining. So certain things like alms for the poor, that is going to be reserved only for the Lords of the Manor.
Yeah, like they need alms for the poor. Yeah, I guess they'll be in the poorhouse
Yeah.
after buying that Lord of the Manor, right?
Oh, yes. But if you are a Lord of the Manor, Lord British says he will buy you dinner. Unlike me, who I bought Lord British's dinner week before last. Or was that last week? I don't know. Time flies.
That was the highlight of Jack's week.
Oh yeah, buying Lord British's dinner in real life.
He can die a happy man now.
Actually, that was just this. That was this past Wednesday. How could I
Yes,
forget
I
that?
know that. There you do. There you go. Do a little flexing for the camera.
Yeah, let's taunt Bambino a little bit.
Yeah, your light went out, so.
Yeah, he will kill me. Someone's always got to go digging for gold.
nose picking in front of Bambino.
Yeah. Oh, they did fix the flourish weapon. It did actually pull out my two-handed sword.
Aloth just came and waved in my face. Very nice. Wave back at Aloth.
Yes, Fido did actually message me about the regional-based economies, and he's actually talking about each town having a bank and not being able to access it, but at different towns. So I'll give a demonstration of that. Let's see.
Yeah, now there
So-
are certain items that you're able to retrieve from your bank from all locations.
Which are the pledge rewards. But if you put something in, say, if I decided to put something in the bank here in Port Mirren, I would not be able to access it in the bank at, say, Owl's Head.
Owl's Head, yes.
Now, this game is a little bit different than all the other MMOs and their banking system because they're actually going for a regional-based economy. They don't want people to, like, try to get away from some of the regions as far as like hauling goods and using banks as a means of moving masses of items. They'd much rather see you use the overland map and run from one place to another until they get horses into the game, which is currently a stretch goal, which actually adds a little bit more difficulty into the game. Because if you say have 1,000 different chairs that you just crafted, in order to sell them, you actually have to haul them around. You don't just move yourself. And Big Mikey, I will let you know, I'm going to be one of those guys that actually goes after everything. I have a bad habit. I am kind of a completionist. Now, I haven't completed all the pledges yet. I am not a Lord of the Manor, but I'm nearly there. For a small donation of $5,000, I can become a Lord of the Manor.
Just a small donation.
Small donation.
Very small donation.
Hate to say it, but that is 1/8 my salary. Welcome to education in the United States.
Yeah, you teach people to make more money than you.
That is correct.
Yeah, ain't that a bitch?
Yep, but no need to be bitter about that right now. Let's continue discussing Shroud of the Avatar.
Yes.
Okay, Okay, so Soto Pastavi actually has the question about, do you have to repledge to gain access to higher tiers, or do pledges stack? Okay, pledges do stack. So you start off at that $45 pledge, and you decide, you know what, I actually kind of do like the game mechanics. I did figure them out, and I do see the huge potential of this game. I want to go ahead and throw another $250 in there, or actually $450 to get to that developer access. So if you started at that 45, you'd only have to give the donation to get up to that next higher tier. So pledges do stack, because otherwise I would have never made it to Duke.
That's right. A lot of people have inched their way up to where they are. A lot of these people didn't just walk in and throw down a bunch of money. A lot of people paid them off, and Portalarium actually has payment terms for a lot of the items that you can actually set it up for your PayPal to take it out in monthly installments.
Lazarus is absolutely correct on that. Oh, hi, Aloth. I haven't seen your stream yet, but I know I've heard good things about it.
And where is Alof?
Aloth is right in front of me. I'm gonna jump on top of him. He's wearing clothes, unfortunately. This is a beach party, Aloth, which means you're supposed to be in your skivvies.
Oh yeah, Aloth is this is Aloth right here that you were just talking to. He's Aloth in game.
Yes.
Yeah. Get naked, Aloth, and join the party. There you go. Now, is he wearing one of the special masks, or is that one of the masks out of the store?
That is the quest mask. That is the Dark Lepus.
That is this one's
So
quest mask that he's wearing.
Yes.
And I hope you don't mind me getting up close and personal to show the crowd this.
Now, if you want to see the one in the store, I just put it on so you can get a little comparison. I'll stand right next to him, and I'll zoom all the way in. And if you actually
There you
get
go.
really super close to it, you can actually see the stitching on it.
Yes, I can see that here on my screen. And on the black one, you can see the what looks like a sideways or an infinity ankh.
That is the virtue symbol for the game.
Yes, okay, virtue symbol. See if I can't light this up a little bit better again. Yep, and I am bugged at the moment. I can't cast.
It may be time for you to slash suck.
No, it's the casting bug.
Okay.
I can't cast light. So what I'll do is I will relog here real quick, and while I do that, I'm going to step away. I will leave.
Now,
the
they no
chat
longer allow you
for
to
a second.
cast light over other people.
Yeah, that I noticed, and I was bummed about that when that came out. I should be able, if I can heal somebody, I should be able to give them a little light, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get a restart going here. I will be right back.
Yes. Hopefully Abydos is following both our streams. I stream on Twitch as Cynicist, and you're watching NBNN News.
Can you enhance armor also that you make, or no? Is it just
That is something that is going to be planned. There will be kind of like you can do the weapon augmentation in game right now to actually make it so that way, say your sword is flaming, which is actually done with one of the weapon gems. And then the other one is actually lightning, and that does shock damage, which would increase your stun percentage chance. So currently there's 2 weapon augmentations in game, but there will be more planned, as well as for armor as well.
Holy crap, that's a fire.
I think Bucks will win this fight.
You think? Doesn't look like he's
Yeah.
getting touched. It doesn't look like they're hitting him at all, though.
Nah. I think it's just Bambino and Turin.
Whatever Bucks is doing looks good, though. Bouncing up and down there.
Yep.
Now, what are those wands that he's got in his hands?
Wow, that's impressive, Stavi. How should I pronounce your name? Yeah, I should start a GoFundMe as well. Abidos, I'm currently a Duke.
And I am currently a knight.
So you got the game 3 days ago, and you've already put 40 or 25 hours. What's your impression of the game? I know you're not in TeamSpeak with us, but you are in Twitch chat, and I can read out your answers, Soto.
Well, it's Aloth.
Yeah, Aloth can always join us in TeamSpeak as well.
Well, that's who that is, Soto. Who you
Yeah,
talking to?
I know,
Okay.
I know. Yeah. Hey, if you go to the nbnn.info page, you can always click on the TeamSpeak button and join our server and get into the live on air channel, and you can talk to us live on the air. Okay, Stavi. So, Stavi, that's your invitation to get in here.
There you go.
You just got the game 3 days ago. We want your impressions. Hedbert, how's it going? I had PvP, but I'd probably lose, so that means I should duel you. And I'll even be nice, I won't stack anything yet.
Yeah, we don't want you waking up your daughter. So be quiet. And Abidos, yeah, I like the fact that it feels like a D&D game as well. You get
yes.
you get a lot of warm fuzzy feelings with everything they're doing here. And you really just brings back a lot of memories and games. That's all I can really say.
Oh, I might actually win this duel. I only have
Ooh.
40 levels on you.
I didn't realize you were all fighting behind me. I'm sitting here enjoying the view.
Oh, yeah.
User joined your channel.
And who we got? Is that Ronnie coming back in? Oh no, that's
Nope, that
there
was
we go.
Stavi.
That's
How you
Stavi.
doing, Stavi?
There we are. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
we
we
can. Welcome
Excellent.
to the NBNN live
Thank
chat.
you for having me.
Oh, we're more than happy to have you. That's what we're doing here. So, tell us, what is your impressions for day 3? What do you think about the game so far and everything you've seen?
Oh boy, where to begin, honestly. Well, as you may or may not be aware of, I'm one of the streamers who was invited in to pretty much provide coverage for the game
Correct.
during the
Part of the stream
releases
initiative
of the
coming
game.
on 17. Yes.
Exactly. So I had already 3 days to mess around in game, see how the mechanics are, get a feel for it, and so far, I've got to say, honestly, I am in love with this game. There hasn't been, there hasn't been a single flaw that I've seen that is so overwhelmingly negative that would deter me from wanting to continue playing the game.
Yeah, and we've heard that there are some people who are just going and they're giving up and they're going, oh, this ain't a game, and it's like, you're not giving it the what's the word I'm looking for? You're not giving it the benefit of the doubt if you're trying to judge this for a full game, is what I'm trying to say, you know.
Right, and I make people, aware of that every time I broadcast during like the events that we have, like the celebration at PAX Lair, the gridiron thing that we did. I let people know this is a pre-alpha. There's going to be many things that have not been implemented yet into the game, but thus far, this game is proving to be a very, very solid title. From my own personal experiences.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, this is by far the most polished pre-alpha I've ever been a part of. And the fact that the developers actually get in the game and will actually interact with you, I think, shows that customer service is actually their #1 priority.
Oh, absolutely. I was blown away when I was doing the PAX Lair celebration, and Richard Garriott himself came in. Lord British came in and hung out with us. He was dancing with us in PAX Lair, and we were going over different bugs, and he was writing them down and getting to work on them.
And I would just
I
like to
think
let you all
Stavig's
know
dead.
that Richard Garriott just favorited 4 of our tweets in support of Abydos' town.
And
As
can
we've been
someone
updating him.
res someone here?
No, unfortunately.
So
I
Richard
can't
is
either.
actively following the progress of Abydos' town along with everybody else that got out there. So that just goes to show you how great this community is.
I will actually let you know for real when Richard Garriott says he is actually writing down bugs that he sees in game and passing them along to developers. When I was in Portalarian's offices on Wednesday, I got to witness that firsthand. Up on the screen when we were actually doing the first viewing of PAX Lair on the developmental server. This was even before Winfield got into the room. He accidentally clicked on it. But he was actually talking about, and right behind him was actually all the bugs from the day before, and he was actually writing those up. So, and I've actually had 2 different developers, One and Only and Maximum Cortez, those are both their Twitch names, who are developers for Portalarium, actually follow my stream and also sit there and talk to me, and it's like write down all the bugs that they see and work on issues that way as well. Because as you know, developers, they get to like look in the office in a very closed environment with their computers, which are a little bit better than ours, and most of the developers, their home computers aren't even capable of running the game.
Alpha, that's really saying something.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's very open development. Hedbert, thank you for that fight. I'm glad I actually was able to kill somebody. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it looks like most everybody is headed out to do something else here. We've had a nice hour and a half out here at the beach party. Has it been an hour and a half? 2 hours. We've been out here 2 and a half hours.
Well, actually, hour and a half. Generally, it's only an hour-long event, and it is just standing around on the beach, doing a little bit of nothing. Some of the PvP guys do duel all the time. I enjoy it.
We're just gonna give a shout out to Lomir out there. He's sitting there. He's leaving.
Yeah, and I have actually had a Twitch personality crisis. I think I'm on my 3rd name for Twitch.
I think we've got it this time though.
Yeah, I kind of like the name Cynicist.
It works on so many levels.
Yes, I am a little bit cynical most of the time. I hear of a new game and an alpha, and the first thing I do is cringe. This one, I do know there are bugs in a pre-alpha, but nowhere near as many heart game stoppers as you would expect. In fact, I haven't come across a single game-stopping bug that I can actually reproduce.
And who is Liftara Vess?
That is our Hedbert right over here.
Uh-huh.
right in front of you, lass,
Yeah, yeah.
right beside
I
me.
see.
That is Hedbert. Then we also have Abidos, who's in the Twitch channel with us as well as he used to be in TeamSpeak, but he is gone. He has actually got his town all the way to a village level, and that is all based off of his Kickstarter campaign. Shroud of the Avatar did actually begin. It was birthed as a Kickstarter campaign where it ran. It brought in a couple $1 million. And right now, the Portalarium has actually received over $6 million from the community for the
Yes, over
development of this
$6
game.
million in community funding to get this game built and developed.
And I will tell you, not one penny of that is being spent on amenities at the Portalarium studio.
Oh, by no means.
It is Spartan.
It is small. SM all. It is very small. They utilize every inch of that space in those offices from what I've seen. And again, it's a great video from the Mad Hermit on YouTube. And he actually was allowed to go in and walk around and videotape it.
My picture is actually on the Portalarium, one of those updates. I am there somewhere. I'm not going to point out which one is me, but you can look at my stream, you can see my picture, then you can go find me. And then I can tell you who's sitting around me and who's sitting across from me.
And again, another shout out from Abidos. Abidos is really enjoying all the attention, not just from us, but everybody, I'm sure, in the community. And he's got backers. People are rooting for the little guy, man, and I'm loving it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go check his. I'm going to refresh that page one more time, and he is currently at $1,656, which unlocks the PvP village. The next milestone is actually the PvP Crossroads Village, which is $2,200. So he needs another $546.
All right, the prices have just recently gone up on player-owned towns. Now, I do not understand. I do not know if he purchased the lower-level town and he's raising the funds to upgrade it at the older prices right now either. I'm not too sure what that story is. Or is he?
I sure as hell hope he is.
Do you have a link for the Kickstarter program that he has set up?
Yes, we have it here.
Yes, I'll go ahead and paste it into the Twitch stream. So that's where it is right there. If you go to Kickstarter and you search up Soda PvP Metropolis, that will take you right to it.
Yeah, he's got the map of Novia right here. As you'll see if you're looking at my stream, I'm on his page.
Yeah, so like this game is the most community driven one there is right now as far as development, easy of access to the developers. You don't even have to be a Lord of the Manor, which is the top pledge tier. You could be the lowest pledge tier and your voice is still heard at the exact same level.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, I mean, the developers are extremely open and they will listen to anything, especially if you're talking to Lord British and you say that you want a cannibal town. Unfortunately, Starlong, who is the leader of the Chaos, if you look at the Hedbert's cloak, he is actually wearing the Dark Star cloak, which is actually a Chaos symbol on it. In real life, their personalities are completely different. Lord British is all about chaos and like entropy and doing everything. But as a game developer, Starlong is like, I want order. I want order. So it's kind of funny that their game personalities are polar opposites.
Now that would bring me back to a shameless call out for the cannibal town.
Lord
British goes, he wants a cannibal town, and Starlong goes,
oh, yes.
No cannibal town.
Yes. That also brings us to the Church of the Dark Star, which is brought to us by Amber Rain, who is from Avatars Radio.
Yeah, we missed Amber this evening. She was supposed to co-host, and we were supposed to do commentary together at the BMC Gridiron this evening. And something called her away unexpectedly. We hope all is well with her.
I think that was called Real Life.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
we all have that.
Unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to step away here for a few moments. I'm going to go get myself a refreshment and do those things that need to be done on a break.
Yeah. I do think this is actually the perfect time to bring this podcast to a close.
Alrighty, I was going to say maybe we switch it up and go switch out characters and go do a little adventuring after this. But I think it's time to bring the NBNN broadcast to a close. You're absolutely right. We've been broadcasting for the better part of this evening and this afternoon. A lot of good stuff today, and of course we have things we'd like to do as well behind the scenes here.
Need to cut up some clips and get those posted to the cycle.
Get them onto the NBN loop. And that's another thing I was thinking about on that loop. We'll talk about that later, and I'll bring that up as maybe a topic of conversation tomorrow. Oh, maybe not. Maybe right now real quick, because, we're just talking about this with Kazan earlier, about when people are offline, them hosting and passing on the stream to others. It would be great. It would be great to see the NBN loop running 24/7 when people are offline. If they would do that, that would be great, so that the people could see the highlights across everybody's offline media when they're offline. So I'm just going to put that out there. Because I run a loop when I'm not actually live, and that does all the highlights of days and weeks events.
And we have covered a lot of events for the end of Release 16 this week. And
yes, we have.
We do know that there is an option for allowing someone else to take over your channel, but it would completely kick off the loop, and resetting that up would be a phone call or a text message to you, Lazarus. I don't really know where you live, but I know you're near there.
You know where I live. You know how to get in
you
touch
for
with me
that
24 hours a day. That's enough.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and wrap this up here. I come in.
Yeah, so some of my other Twitch channels were Soda_Jack Frost, Jackal, and now Cynicist. But I think Cynicist is a keeper. Do you agree with that, Stasi? Stavi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking up something. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Do you think I should keep the name Cynicist for streaming?
I actually like the name. I'm kind of upset I didn't think of it first.
It fits my personality in multiple ways, so I think it's great.
Speaking of which, I gave you a follow, by the way.
Thank you very much for that. As you can tell, my channel is rather Spartan, even though we're both broadcasting with the same thing.
Alrighty, well, wave to the camera. Wave to the nice folks out there. Jack, we're going to say goodnight here. Gonna wave at Jack.
Yeah, I'm waving to nothing. I'll wave at you now. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching the stream. We're going to hang out in TeamSpeak for a little bit. We're going to take a little break, and then we're probably going to get on some lobies and go slay something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it will be exciting and very, very poorly done.
We're gonna go have some gaming fun, and maybe we'll just broadcast that instead of broadcasting coverage of today's events. We'll throw a little fun time in there tonight. So we're going to break from this stream. I'm going to thank you all for tuning in. This is Laz with NBNN. Stay tuned for more live news.
And Release 17 next Thursday.
Yes.
Be there or be square.
Stay tuned.
This is Cynicist and Lazarus from NBNN.